There has to be an easier way for like I have an Elite controller and I'm going to use it on PC, but and also on Xbox. I'm just going to I'll use it on PlayStation if I could. Yeah. But like there has to be an easier way to turn on the controller without it turning on the Xbox.
When I play on PC, just leave it wired if I'm using a controller, and that way it's always going to just function with the PC.
Yeah.
Because I figure with PC, you're always right in front of it.
Sometimes you find yourself in the left wing of your house, and then you go, but the console is on the right wing.
Left wing.
With my
the left wing.
My house also has several wings.
My butler Jeggings must come over, and he gets upset because he has to reset the breakers because the house is a million years old.
But Master Kovic, you left it on the wrong wing.
And I go, Jeggings! And I hit him.
If I was super rich, I would have my butler dressed in very expensive clothes, but I would wear cheap clothes. So if someone broke in to try and kidnap the rich guy, it'd be him.
I mean, you're also paying him to die for you.
It's true.
Well, he doesn't know that.
I know.
You don't have to pay him for it if he doesn't know it.
Are you sick too?
I'm getting over a cough.
Come on, guys. How many of you got flu shots?
At some point in my life, I have.
No. Did you get a flu shot within the last calendar year? I'm going to say 6 months.
No.
Is that 6 months?
No.
I don't. Yeah.
Alana?
No.
Adam?
I'm not sick.
It doesn't matter. It's preventative.
I'm not sick.
It's harder to not get a flu shot. Guys, get a flu shot. When I got mine, they gave me a coupon for free ice cream.
Lieutenant Dan, ice cream.
You're right. When you're right, you're right.
I just want to bring back that surgery where they were drilling up into our heads and giving us lobotomies to let the demons out. And then people couldn't feel things anymore. Bring it back.
Bring back leeches, baby. Suck me.
What?
Suck me.
Suck me?
Leeches.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
want
got to
them.
get the bad blood out.
Yeah.
That I agree with.
Yeah.
That I do agree with. I'm a libertarian medical person.
I knew we'd find common ground.
So I believe you should get immunized, but I also think you should clean that blood with leeches every once in a while.
That was like...
Zack Snyder has great sex scenes.
The Dr. Manhattan sex scene is one of my favorite sex scenes ever. When
Great
he's
sex
like
scene.
in the other room.
That always frustrated me because she complains about it. What's wrong with you? He's like playing with her hair and giving her a foot massage at the same time.
Something about emotion. I don't know.
Rubbish. Take the foot massage, you idiot.
How would you feel if you were having a three-way with Dr. Manhattan, but not in the other room? He's working on some new technology that's going to change the way the world works. He's just quietly jerking off.
I feel like that's a compliment unless he's watching porn and whatever he's watching is a woman who looks very different to you.
I let him do whatever he wanted to me.
You did a really good job getting up there.
Yeah, that was impressive.
Well, you got to drive like a warthog, you know.
Are you driving or shooting?
I am
He's
driving.
They do control like warthogs, right?
Not as bad, no. That car just appeared. I thought there was going to be someone in there. What are we doing talking about the game? This is stupid.
Sorry.
Yeah, who cares about that? Talk about how Dr. Manhattan would be amazing in bed and she's an idiot for not taking...
Yeah, I agree.
Isn't he like also doing the dishes? What an idiot.
Yeah, I think he was also doing their taxes somewhere in the background too.
Perfect man.
Alana, did you watch the show?
Yeah, but I actually haven't seen the last episode because I couldn't see it in Australia.
Oh, okay.
So everything but the final episode.
I think my favorite scene in the whole series is when Silk Spectre pulls out her giant Dr. Manhattan dildo. It's like the size of like an elephant's trunk.
Yeah,
Is that
she like
bright
looks
blue?
at
Does
it
that happen?
sadly.
Yeah.
I
that
haven't seen it
actually
yet.
happens. I think it's also chilled or something.
It's
God.
weird. It's like in
Yeah.
a suitcase, a specialty
Yeah.
Dr. Manhattan jerk off suitcase. Did you spawn into an object?
Yeah, this is my life.
You broke GTA.
I didn't. The game.
Try roll.
Yeah. Was it aimed down the
Oh,
sights?
you got
Oh.
through.
Well.
Oh, you're popping.
Okay, you might die.
There you go.
Okay,
We did
Ah,
it.
like Dr. Manhattan.
Yeah.
Just like Dr. Manhattan.
You know, you're going to be able to do that with teledildonics in the future, you know?
So you just made sounds, but I think I know what they mean. It's like telemedicine, but with dildos.
Teledildonics.
Teledildonics.
It's remote controlling, dildos and sex toys and stuff. But think about it. If you're the Dr. Manhattan of sex toys and you like program this amazing, like everyone has their own fleshlight thing that they hooked up to their computer, and it's like, oh, try this Dr. Manhattan's pleasure twirl, and then you do it, and everyone tries it, and it's like, oh my god, and it's like you're kind of fucking them, but through the remote.
This only matters to me if there's a social media aspect.
Exactly.
So like you see how many people have downloaded your user profile, and they can rate it with a thumbs up or a thumbs down.
James had a moment this week. We did The Void The
VR
experience.
thing. How was that?
It was amazing.
Super cool.
Oh, well, I've done
that.
a couple of them,
Yeah.
but this one was the best. We did Jumanji, and in Jumanji, instead of like the Star Wars one, you're just all stormtroopers, but in Jumanji, you assume the role of the 4 main characters of Jumanji. You don't get to choose, but when we popped in, Elise was Karen Gillan.
Oh.
And she's got her midriff shirt. She's Nebula or not. She's pretty cute. And it's like, oh well, wow. Fantasy come true. And Elise was like, oh my gosh, this is also a fantasy come true for me because you're Jack Black.
First thing Elise tried to do, she looked in. There's a mirror, and she tried grabbing her own boobs.
Yeah.
And the thing would glitch out.
Yeah.
But then James goes, "It works for me."
I was like, let me try. And I'm like, come to yay!
We went with our very tall friend, who's 6'8", and he got Kevin Hart's character, and it scales accordingly. So we had a really tall
Giant Kevin Hart coming at us.
giant.
Yeah, I was like a 6 foot tall Jack Black. But I tried to slump over and do it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
and I was average size rock.
when that happened, I was like, oh my God, I just realized now. Someone that works for Void has gone in with their significant other and fucked as stormtroopers.
So, Alana, how do I run?
Oh, you tap A, my dude. There
Look at
you
him
go.
go.
But I mean, the Void, I imagine, also probably has someone who is looking at a screen of everything that's happening at
Yeah.
all times
Oh.
as
Oh,
well.
yeah.
But
Oh,
you just forget
100%.
that when
Well,
you're in VR.
More than that, there's a guy following you.
Wait, they follow you?
Yes,
Wait,
because
Oh, no.
You're
during-
walking on a track or something?
well, you're in like a maze.
It's basically.
Oh, I don't like that. I've definitely touched a butt in VR.
We did the Jumanji one, and before we started, the guy says, "Just remember, the monkeys are your friends." And we're like,
Yeah.
what a weird thing to say.
Yeah.
And then there's a part where they go, "The monkey has
Great work, Ryan.
stolen the scepter.
Great
He's
work.
giving it to you." And you realize that there's a human holding it.
Yeah.
But our friend, the
think
giant
that's a
Kevin
teammate.
Hart, started shanking it. And because there's been enough drunk people who have probably punched the monkeys.
Yeah.
So
please don't punch the monkeys.
Yeah.
But that monkey was just
Yeah.
nice job.
Thank
wow,
you
that
very
was,
much.
Oh, what the fuck happened? Did
How
they
was
get
that so quick?
1,000
I think,
kills?
you want to go again, Ryan?
Yeah. You were doing a great job. You shot the ground, and then a
ground,
teammate.
I killed somebody.
My sister will only refer to The Rock as Dwayne Johnson, and it actively infuriates me.
I didn't know you had a
Am I
sister.
in the wrong? I do, yeah.
This is takeaway.
But she always says Dwayne Johnson. I'm like, it's just say The Rock, and she won't do it.
I've
Maybe.
never
Am
heard
I the asshole?
He's the nicest guy in the world. He will sign and take a picture of you no matter what.
Oh,
And say
hell
you
yeah.
you were talking to somebody and he walked past you. Would you go, Dwayne?
Johnson.
I go, Rock, sign my
Yeah,
Rock.
you'd say The
I go,
Rock.
Mr. Maivia.
How do I get in? How do I get in?
You press Y. It's a bit late now, though, maybe. No, they might be waiting for you. That's...
Car waits for no man.
Okay, yeah. Go the other side.
Press Y.
Other
Oh,
side.
you gotta be by a door.
Just
Why is
run
the
around
yellow
and press
button?
Y. Press Y.
Let me in.
Yeah, you got it. You got
Right,
it.
let's go, everybody.
Oh, you.
Man.
Oh,
getting
you're
to
on the
shoot.
chart. James, do you
Wrestling's
know anything
interesting.
about that wrestling subplot that's happening right now where, like, there was a marriage, but then, like,
Oh,
it turned
yeah.
out that one of them was a lesbian?
Anytime a wedding is taking place in a sports entertainment arena, you know it's going to be trash.
Oh, this is a fake wedding. Or
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
It's a
real,
story
Adam.
line.
Definitely real.
I mean, we went
They're
to bar.
in love.
We went to bar wrestling, and there was a proposal, but that was real.
Yeah, that's true.
What's it called? Kayfabe?
Yes, kayfabe is when you're in character.
All the time?
I mean, for the purposes, something is kayfabe if you got married but you're not actually getting married. If you're like, I can't wait to go home with my husband tonight. and then you
But it
kiss
couldn't
the-
be that he took the kayfabe so far that he did it in real life?
No.
Got it, bummer.
I've been kayfabing this whole time.
As what?
I'm
there is
British in reality. Good to meet you all fondly.
Not convinced, sir.
What?
Not convinced.
I'm
I
from
want to
London.
hear your strokey Australian again.
Yeah.
I'm from the bush. Outback Steakhouse is not how it really is. It's not authentic. I'm from the real Outback.
Oh.
I.
You somehow
Got Middle
traveled the
Eastern?
planet.
You said bush well.
Thank you.
So I went to a bar like my second night home in Australia, and I'm just gonna ask you guys
Nope.
what you think this phrase means. So I order a cider, and she's like, "We serve it in a wine glass instead of in a regular like cup, because it's a bit how you going."
It's a bit how you going.
Yeah. What do you think that means?
Bit how you
It's
go.
just how it
Spit how
is.
you gone.
It's just how it is.
We
dude.
serve it in a wine glass and not a cup because it's a bit how you going.
Yes.
This is how it
Phrase
is.
I
It's
had
a bit how
forgotten
you
about
go and
since I
get the
moved.
fuck out if you don't like it. Okay.
Bit how you going.
I'm gonna say it's a busy night, and that's just the way things are right now.
I'm going to say it has something to do with like the quantity of the drink, like because it's really strong, and so they have to serve it in smaller portions.
That is correct. Wow. How you going technically means like if you say something's a bit how you going, it would be like a lot or it can be bad.
It could be nonsense, but is it because if someone's like drunk stumbling down the street, they're like, "How you going, mate?" Like you're more likely to approach that person and say, "How you going?" So the attribute is "How you going?"
I don't think it's often related to alcohol. Like it would most commonly be used to mean like something is fine or something is bad. Like you'd be like, "Hey, but how you going?"
Loser over here.
Did you kill someone?
I suck. Suck me.
All the girls on the playground in like 6th or 7th grade were arm wrestling for some reason. And I was like, I
Finally,
can come
a
in.
chance for
Finally,
John.
like I can show off. And I went in and every single one of them beat me in arm wrestling.
Wow. Why didn't you cut your losses after the first one? Why did you keep arm wrestling the girls? Because you got to touch them?
No.